There it is. Oh shoot, we got Bailu. Heck yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna figure out invigoration after all. We finally got our first beginner summon, and it was Bailu, which I'm really excited about because I was in desperate need of a healer to be in this game. What's really cool about the game is they don't really give you a healer right off the bat, so you kind of have to figure out character's ability and really utilize weaknesses and exploit them, which I personally really appreciate, because the moment you get a healer, I feel like battles can be drawn out a little bit more and you're able to take a little bit more risks and turn rotate without needing to be as strategic. So I will say that having a healer in the party is so nice, and I appreciate it after going through like the first 5 hours not having one. But Bailu's kit is pretty crazy. I'm really excited to share this here. So I know there's some information on Pridwin.gg, but I wanted to showcase some of the percentages. And I didn't think that they were that great at first, but I have some gameplay here you can check out to be able to see exactly what she does. But I was very impressed. So let's get started here. So the skill, 8% of Bailu's max HP plus a static value of 89 being healed. She doesn't have any relics on, right? So her max HP is 600 right now, and she is level 20. And with that, she was healing like 130, 140. So it's really cool is that the way that this skill works is that she'll target one unit and then you'll heal them for the maximum percentage, and then it'll bounce randomly to 2 more times, and it will do like a healing, but it's a reduced amount. This can be really helpful when your characters aren't fully topped up. It can also be not helpful, but there's a little bit of luck and chance with who it actually bounces to. But I found it to be a relief anytime I was using it. And then the ultimate heals all allies. It's originally 10% for level 1 of her max HP plus 100. If they're not already invigorated, she's going to invigorate them, which we'll talk about in a second. For those who are already invigorated, it's going to make their invigoration last 1 more turn. Invigoration can last for 2 turns, but it cannot stack. Now, the way that invigoration works is that when they're hit, they're going to heal the ally for 5% of Bailu's max HP plus 70, which is very, very similar to the restore amount on this. This effect can trigger up to 2 times. When an ally is knocked down, Bailu immediately heals them for 23% of Bailu's max HP plus 204. This effect can only be triggered 1 time per battle. This is huge because Gepard is the only other unit that can do a revive, and it's a self-revive when he is downed, which is probably just as substantial as this because he also creates a AoE shield for the entire team on his ultimate. But this is actually pretty busted to be able to have the ability to restore any unit that goes down right off the rip. This can be very helpful in battles where it's back to back, and maybe in the first one, you know, a really strong attack happens to, you know, one of your unlucky characters. This will actually save you from that, and then the next battle it could trigger again technically. So this is really, really awesome. I think that this is going to be a very substantial and unique talent, and I think that that actually bumps Bailu up in terms of relevance and importance right now. If you use technique, it's going to start the battle with all allies having invigoration for 1 turn. So that means if you're going to take damage, if you're under the speed of the enemy, this can really help, you know, set you up right off the bat with taking any kind of damage. I have her currently using just this 4-star light cone, outgoing healing increase, and then being able to use your skill, which you're pretty much using always on rotation, just to keep your allies topped up. Regenerating 2 energy for all allies can be really big to help kind of supercharge your team, keeping them topped up from an HP perspective, as well as being able to increase their energy. So I know that originally the 5 standard banner units were Himiko, Welt, Bronya, Gepard, and Clara, but we now have Yanqing and Bailu. I did play a little bit with Yanqing as well. Very great single target DPS ice unit. But Bailu is the only healer that we have in the standard banner, and I think really stands out in this role. We'll see how relevant having a healer in your group and how necessary it is. But for boss battles, I definitely think it's extremely important, and that will kind of help you proceed through content much quicker, especially towards the beginning of the game. But anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys wanting to know a little bit more about Bailu. And I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. Like it if you felt like it was helpful. Subscribe if you want more content on Honkai Star Rail, and I will see you guys in the next one.